Howdy, howdy, howdy. Let me get my sodas. Hold on. I was so prepared, I didn't get my drink. What's happening? What's going on in the world? And that's away from me. I don't know. Welcome to Monday. We're gonna keep working. We're gonna work on Stargate. We're gonna get back into the few little bits we're gonna get there. But we're also gonna talk about what went down this weekend for us. Things went down. And if you're not following us on Facebook and Instagram, and sometimes Twitter, but Facebook and Instagram, and this is the only way you watch any of or know anything about our arcade, that's weird because most people are on Facebook and not on this. But picked up machines, talked to a guy about other machines. We had a crazy weekend. People have often said, they've often wondered, like, God, how do you get all these things? How do you get so many machines? How do you have so many games? Where did they all come from? How do you have so much? And it's like, well, it took years, and it also took a discipline between me and Brent of, we were trying to find specific games. Our end goal is all the games. We want all the games. But in order to get games, they have to be for sale. And they have to be at a price that we can handle. And we're not picky. So we buy off the deal. So we just go for the deal all the time over the title of the game. If the deal's there, we're going to get it. And if it's feasible and obviously close enough to us, we're going to get it. We're not going to just wait because it's one specific thing that we want. When we have, the haunted house, we've wanted that for years, but we had to wait for the right deal. And we finally got it. But a lot of these games we had no interest in, or some of them we hadn't even heard of until the deal was there. So we're working on Stargate. But so we had a Craigslist ad. We saw a Craigslist ad because we're going to go on to Comic-Con in a few weeks in San Diego. And anytime we go on any trips, we always look at the path from here to there to see what might possibly be out there. Buy all the pinballs. Thank you. Yeah, we are buying all the pinballs. So Brent went on Craigslist and he found a game in Tucson that was $450. And he was kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of old. $450. Never heard of it before. But it's now, and we need to go in 3 weeks. We're talking about now. So I looked the game up on the internet, which we always do because we never heard of it. Pinball machine. 1949. It's a 1949 Tampico. Never heard of it before. Well, I looked it up. And the important thing to know about it is right after flippers were put onto pinball machines. So there weren't flippers on pinball machines before 47. So I looked it up. I looked it up on the database and it was there. I looked it up on Pinside and it was listed on Pinside. But there's an interesting thing about Pinside, which I will show you here in a second. I'm going to bring it up here. Let's get to this camera so maybe I can do some really hackneyed picture-in-picture stuff. So I'm going to type in Tampico. Tampico. Find games. This is on Pinside database. It shows up. It's by United, and it is 1949. Where's my camera? There's my camera. Let's turn that light off. It's in the way. All right, so we're going to click on it. We're going to click on it. Tampico. 1949, there it is. Scrolling down, try to get some information like we always do. And then I scroll down and I scroll down. And then I see this. Nobody. Not a single person on Pinside has this game listed, at least. Doesn't mean they don't have it. It's just not listed on Pinside. Well, that changes right now. Because we got it. We picked it up. We went and got it. That was one of the things that I was like, nobody has it. Nobody says they have it. So maybe we should get it. So here we go. Let me change it. Tampico. So for the first time, 1949. Here it is. Somebody on Pinside. Add to current. No, it added to my wish list. What? Wrong button. I'll change it. You gotta scroll down here. Wish list, Tampico. Add to your collection. There we go. Wrong button. Oh, wait, cancel. There we go. So now what's Tampico say? One. We have it. We have Tampico. 1949. Is it a great game? I don't know. I got to work on it. It's not working. But it's got flippers. It's not over here. It's next door. I'll show you pictures, though, because we're running out of room. It's got flippers. Kinda. They're not called flippers. They're called control kickers. So here's the playfield. You can look that up on the internet if you want. That's the playfield for it. And if you look down here, this is really hard to do. See these black rubber bands on these posts? Those are the flippers. And they don't flip up like a regular pinball like this. They do the opposite. They go up like that. And they're tied together on one coil. I saw that yesterday when I was picking it up. So it's one coil, and they flip up like that. Really awesome, cool looking. Not to mention, I mean, it's in freaking, from 1949, it's in fantastic shape from 1949. It may have been in a little bit of a fire, but what it does for us is it gives us, one, we get a wood rail. We haven't had a wood rail before, so we got that. Two, 1949, that gives us a pinball machine from the 40s. Full-time monkey flipping. Yeah. And three, it's technically rare because it's not showing up and people having it. All the plastics are perfect. None of the plastics are broken. It's beautiful. But that's not all. Excuse me while I cough up a lung. This guy also, and I can't show it on the internet. I promise not to show it on the internet because I don't want to take it away from him, his thunder. But I can talk about it. And in the future, it may be ours anyway. He has two machines from the 30s. One's from 1938. It's called Trophy. It's Chicago coin. If you look it up on the internet, you'll look up in the database. It's not listed on Pinside. But if you look on the pinball database, Trophy comes up, and the only pictures are of a playfield. Not in a cabinet. And that's it. And a flyer. He's got it not only in a cabinet. It's a beautiful cabinet. It's got the back glass. The back glass, however, he touched up and repainted. It's not the greatest, but it has a back glass. So I'm letting that slide. So it has the back glass. It has the cabinet. He made legs for it, and he did a fantastic job making legs for it. It's a very simple game. Of course, there's no flippers. But he also, what he did, because it's not listed anywhere, he actually did his research, and he made a manual for Trophy. Like, handmade a manual. Like, wrote down the dimensions, wrote down how the game works, And he did a hand-drawn wiring diagram for it. It's in this manual. He showed me. I'm like, that is amazing. He just babied this thing. He got it from this guy in a storage. 1938 trophy. You can find very little about it, but there are pictures of the flyer and the playfield on the internet, but not much. And his works. He made it work because he's a hobbyist like we are. He made it work. And then he also has that we can't find anything about. I even looked up the patent numbers and everything on this thing. This is a 1935 Exhibit Caliente. So Exhibit Supply Company is what they were called, because it wasn't called Pinball back then. Exhibit Supply Company, and it is a Mexican-themed, technically, pinball that not only, there's no back box, you put your nickel in and you play it, and it also pays out like a slot machine. So it full-on is a gambling device. It could be. But it works, and the cabinet is beautiful. The playfield looks almost mint, like it was almost never played. It is gorgeous, and there is no information that I can find anywhere on the internet about it other than looking up the patent numbers that are on the machine itself to look up, like, when you look up the patent number, you just get, like, this ball mechanism or this drop mechanism or whatever. You don't get the actual machine. The database does not have it listed. Pinside does not have it listed. The only place where it has Caliente listed as a game is on Clav, and they have it attributed to a different manufacturer that only made 3 different games, but they also don't have it listed as a pinball, just shrouded in mystery. But however, this guy, we told him about who we are and everything. We bought the Tampico from him. He's thinking about it, of possibly selling us those 2 machines. Now, what would that mean? That would mean we'd have one from the 30s. So we have from the 30s, the 40s. We need one from the 50s. We have one from the 60s. We have some from the 70s. We have one 80s. We have the 90s. We need the 2000s. We have the 2010s. And we need the 2020s. If we can get 4 more machines from the decades that we're missing, we'll have pinball machines from every decade that there was pinball. Ever since there was pinball. And that, we think, is freaking awesome. I think it's a really cool thing. However, the internet and people kind of are lame. We are interested in all these things for the fun, the playability, but we're also interested in the history and how much pinball has evolved. It doesn't. Your Deadpool Pro or Premium or whatever, and your Toy Story 4 all came back, way back to that Caliente, and just a few years earlier, 1931. That's where they begin. Is Caliente the greatest, most fun game in the world ever? No, probably not. Is Trophy going to be fun and entertaining? I doubt it. Tampico, But the history is really cool. And the people that we've talked to about it, that actually know pinball, have been kind of, it's not really that fun. It's not really that fun. That's not the point. It's history. So what's going to happen is, because we have the Tampico, we have Spaceship 61. If we get the 2 from the 30s, when we finish our pinball room and setting up and we actually get and expand, we will have displayed these machines that will be not necessarily playable by the general public, but maybe playable by donations to the arcade when they come in. Because he has, the 35 is working, the 38 is working, Tampico's not, but I can get it working. Spaceship's working. So, yeah, you're not going to have a blast. You're not going to have a rootin' tootin' jolly good time playing them. But to be able to play a machine from 1935 and it almost looks like the day it came out, or to at least be able to see it, it's freaking awesome. And this guy he's thinking about it. He's really, really thinking about selling them to us, and he's going to get back with us about it. But I did go all the way to Tucson. How many modes does it have? 1. It has 1 mode. That's all it has. And the Caliente actually uses the little balls, not the normal size ones. The Trophy is really cool. It's just a bunch of lights, and when you start it, it's got a kitchen timer inside of it. And the kitchen timer starts, so you launch your ball, and it hits a green light, and that starts the score going up. It just goes up and up and up and up and up. When the ball bounces off of a red light, it stops the score. And then it comes down, it bounces off of a green light, it starts to score again, blah, yada, 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 until the ball drains. But there's this kitchen timer in there. So you get 3 balls, and you got to play it before the kitchen timer runs out. Or else, that's it, the game's over. It's really cool, really unique, 1938. Again, you can't find much about Trophy on there, and you can find nothing about Caliente. You can find other similar machines like Caliente on the internet from Exhibit Supply Company, but not actually Caliente. So it'd be really nice to get these machines, and we promised the guy that if he did sell it to us, we would take absolute good care of them, and they would be showpieces. They would inform the history of pinball towards people, and we would just be thrilled to have them. And for us being in the middle of absolutely nowhere, it's freaking awesome. I drove 685 miles yesterday, 340 up, 300 some back, to pick that up. I drove all the way yesterday to go pick that up. In my Volkswagen Rabbit, I picked up the Tampico, because Volkswagens are bigger on the inside. But anyway, I wanted to talk about that, you know, and I don't know what anybody else's thoughts are about, is history more important than playability if you're going to buy a pinball machine? Do you have to be able to enjoy it every second of every day that you want playing it? Or can you just enjoy the history of it, of having a beautiful machine from the past that is just leading up to the modern pinballs? And I think that we really need to appreciate these ones. This guy's getting on in age. He sells it to us. We'll have it for however many years. We'll get on in age. We'll sell it to somebody else, and we'll basically transfer stewardship of these machines to other people throughout the decades. And I can imagine it's already almost 100 years. We're 10 years away, 13 years away from that Caliente being 100 years old. Freaking amazing. Freaking amazing. So today, sounds cool. It'd be fun to check it out. The craftsmanship of some of those old machines, amazing. Yeah, they went a lot. The cabinet alone looks like furniture. It's beautiful. I would love to show you the pictures. He at least allowed me to take pictures, but I didn't want to put them on the internet because I didn't want to take away from him. He apparently, he's been in the business like 40 some years. He's actually really good friends with Steve at Pinball Resource. He's got things signed by George Gomez. He used to know all those guys. Really great guy, but he's just winding down in it all. And he actually likes more modern machines than electromechanicals anyway. So it's like, it was really fun to talk to this guy. Really fun. Really worth all the 11 hours on the road to do it yesterday. So I like that kind of stuff. I do. And some of the machines we have here, OXO, the electromechanicals and stuff, people just to appreciate them. And we've got a group of kids. They're like little kids that are playing OXO from 1973 and having a blast. I don't know. It doesn't always have to be modern. It can be history. So anyway, that was a long rant, I guess. That was like 20 minutes of me talking about that. That's not really a rant. That's just, I'm loving pinball so much, and I love the opportunity that we might get the chance to have something so unique, so great as that nobody else has. But I also got to get back to Stargate. What's cool, we'll go in here, and feel free if we want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. I'm up for that. Stargate's a little bit lower than it was. Brent took the legs off because he's painting them. So we're getting down there. I'm going to do these last couple coils on the bottom of Stargate, and then we'll work my way up to the top. The Tampico. Oh my gosh. I'm going to keep talking about it. But we just got it. We got it for $400 or $450. But of course I had to travel. It just looks good for its age. It's 1949. You can look at it and be like, oh, well, there's this little bit of wear on the playfield of the Tampico. It's from 1949, and it's just got one little thing of wear. Dude, deal with it. Live with it. Yeah. Anyway, to have old machines and they look beautiful. The hand-painted back glass on the trophy, but there's nothing you can do. There are no trophies out there. There are no pictures of them. He's the only one. All right. I'm focusing up on here right now. Stop talking about Tampico. Right there is where we finished the last time. Oh, I'm so sorry. kicking cameras. There's a lot of fuses up there. Well, that's Gottlieb for you. Gottlieb refuses to put less fuses. Refuses. This is where we ended last time. And remember, I was saying, well, at least Pez was listening. I was saying that this lug seems awfully close to this one right here. Like, this is really close to that. That doesn't seem right, but that's exactly how it was before I took it apart. Luckily, somebody on Facebook was selling a Stargate, and they flipped up the playfield, and clearly that is swung around way out of the way. So we need to first take that back off and swing that coil around 45 degrees, or 90 degrees, 90 degrees, to clear it from being anywhere near trouble up there. I was lucky that guy posted that, because I was like, is this right? This doesn't feel right, but apparently it's not right. So we're going to do that first. We're going to work on the other two coils that are underneath, and then I'll see how I feel about it, or where we're at. But we got to get Stargate going. So high speed's getting close. High speed is getting close. Brent screwed up the graphics. We went with decals instead of painting on high speed, but he screwed up the decals on the front of high speed. He put it up too high, so I had to actually go into Photoshop and make my own front one rather than reordering a whole new set. I just redid the front and then went down to our print shop and they printed it on vinyl. So no one will be the wiser except for everybody that I'm telling about it right now. But it looks really good. It was a very simple as far as Photoshop designs that I've had to do, the front of high speed was not hard at all. Your newest Gottlieb is from 84, Alien Star. Not nearly that many fuses. Yeah, there was the difference. Haunted House that we just worked on did not have that many fuses. But this is the System 3. Lights, Camera, Action is another one, which is sitting back here. You can't really see it. It's another System 3. And yeah, it's just... Actually, I don't think Lights, Camera, Action has that many fuses. I don't know. I really don't know what they were thinking. They just... If we're going to put the fuses, let's put it in the most precarious spot, and let's put like 1 billion of them, and then maybe people will get like shocked. Although it does say that many places do not stick your hand in there with the game on. Like, oh gee, really? You think? You think that might not be a good idea? Alright, so I want to do this without taking everything apart, but I don't think I can do that. I think I at least got to take it off of here. I might have to take it all the way apart. I don't know. I guess it's better than no fuses. Is it though? Ask Stern about all their machines. All the new machines, Iron Maiden, Jurassic Park, all these new machines, they don't have fuses. There are no fuses in them. I did not know that until they brought it up in a video. They designed the new machines without any fuses. A little bit of tidbit there. I'm hoping I can do this without taking it all the way apart. I think that's that. Can I do this? Maybe if I swing it sideways a little bit. I just need to take this one and loosen it up, right? I think. And then I should be able to turn it. This might be one of those situations where I should just do it the hard way, just so I don't have to worry about it, but I really just want to do it the easy, or the quick way. The quick way could be the wrong way. Alright. easiest to do this. Take that off there. Flip it this way. There we go, like that. There we go. What? No fuses? Crazy. My only machine newer than 84 is Total Nuclear Annihilation. Yeah, I think that's yeah, it's at least a Stern thing. But I saw that they said that, and then I got to looking at our machines and like, holy crap, there are no fuses. In their video, I think it's obviously somewhere up there on YouTube. I think that was done at Dead Flip's studio, but in Stern's video they said that they manufacture them in a way that they assume that what if this pinball machine is in a laundromat up against the glass with the sun hitting it all day, it has to work, and that's how they designed it or whatever. But with no fuses is really crazy. Well, maybe not crazy. Maybe just smart engineering. I don't know. Come on. All right. So I did not have to take it completely off. Probably still not the best way to do that, but at least now it's not going to touch something it shouldn't. Node boards just burn out instead, kind of like the fuse. Oh. Probably a lot more expensive than a fuse. I don't know. I like to see what the logic was behind that. Like, it's cheaper or it's more robust to do it this way. I don't know. I'm not an engineer. There we go. All right. Now that that's out of the way, now we can go back to doing this. So take this off first. Obviously, it's behind a bunch of wiring, so that's always fun. Like, we're fitting it in there. We don't care if there's no space. We're fitting it in there. Don't drop the screw. Don't drop the screw. That was tense. Oh. Really? Hold on. This is like the wiring harness is right up against the screw. Drop it. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Don't drop the screw. Come here, you. Alright, well then stay in there, but just don't fall out. What was that? What just fell out of there? Fell on the ground. Well, there goes the screw. Hold on, let me see what just fell out. Looks to be a coil stop. What's the coil stop falling out there? This sounds like a familiar setting. Remember? We had that with the slingshots where the coil stop just freaking is busted. So that means, I mean, I only have so many parts off that old haunted house. All right, where's my camera so I can take a picture real fast? Just wanted orientation of the coil because that's always screws with me. So this makes for the third one where the coil stop is just broken off. I wonder if that was a plague of the ones from the System 3. Probably not one of the bolt-on coil stops either. No, it's not. It's the end. It's the end of the coil stop. What was that? Why don't you just drop all your parts and then you can't do anything about it? What is that screw? I don't know what that screw is. Well, yeah, so the coil stop completely broken off on the bottom there. And luckily, I got a whole haunted house to steal from. What else I dropped? Oh, there it is. Dropping pieces. So, that's just weird though. I've never come across a machine where this coil stop breaks off, and now this is the third one on this machine. Probably they're just a little too rough with their coils. I don't know. All right, let's get this out of the way. You slide up here. You slide up here. Sit there for a second, and we're going to take this off. And then, I mean, I don't have endless supplies. Can you replace those? I've never had one break off either. I don't know, I have to look, but like, as I said right now, we're just stealing off of that old haunted house. So I'm just, stealing parts off of a corpse is what I'm doing. There you go. Come here, buddy. Alright, we'll get this all cleaned up. I want to check over here. Alright, let me go slide this on over to the table. The table. Shoop. Brought to you by the table. Was I prepared? No. Alright, that there. I'm going to get paper towel. And then, none of this is going to matter unless I can get that part. Set that over here. And then, pretty sure the coil sleeve should be fine. Yeah, we'll get that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run over to that haunted house playfield that I'm tearing apart. And I'm going to go quickly grab me another one of these things. And this is going to be one of those, how fast can he rip it off of a machine kind of moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take wire cutters, and I'm going to take my socket thing, and then Crash Bandicoot is going to sit right here just for a second. I'm going to run over there and get it done. So give me all of 2 seconds. I'm not going to subject you to commercial break, but I will be right back. Here we go. That was not the easiest thing to do. Holy crap. Looked it up. The bracket, the stop available for Pinball Resource were $4.08. Oh. Well, the bracket is ready for me from a dead haunted house for free. So, well, it's good to know that you can get it somewhere. There we go. And I'm happy that Haunted House and Stargate, which are over 10 years apart, have the same brackets, same stuff. Woo! All right. Although these ones are probably built a little bit better, these older ones, since I haven't seen any of them break. Marco has them as well for more money. Yeah, well, good news is, doesn't matter cost. Good news is it's actually out there. You can actually get it, so that's good. All right. Whew. Whew, I tried to do that fast and now I'm tired. Kind of a pain in the butt. Alright. So we know this one is dead. Wonder how long it was there just slamming. The other two, this end piece fell out too. So we're going to clean this one. Haunted House is giving life to another machine. Clean that off. Yeah, the Haunted House that I'm talking about is the one that we got first, and we got it for $250. The whole idea was that, well, maybe we can build a haunted house out of it. But then we got the haunted house we got, which was actually in really good condition. So this other one just became a parts machine, and for $250, all the parts that are in there, totally worth it. So many parts. Like, for instance, this really helps with this kind of thing. All right, let's take this apart, clean it up. So we got this pivot point that's metal on metal, so we can dry lube it. Where's my, my pick? Get my pick. It's my pick. Be careful when you take your E-clips off that they don't just spring away from you, because those aren't fun. Haunted house for 250 parts, well, parts galore in that machine. Heck yeah. So worth it just for parts. Like, it'll never be a haunted house again, but we have this. Alright, that. There we go. I love how dirty all this stuff is. I mean, I don't, but this is the kind of thing that I want the people that come into play understand that we try to do, is make them as clean and work as perfect and as good and as original and as much as we can. Some of these would be very easy to just put them out there when we get them, but no, we go through every one of them. Like OXO went down this weekend. Brent had to shut it off, and he said the ball wasn't kicking out. Simple fix. It had nothing to do with the ball. An electromechanical, it has to set up. It has to go through its whole cycle, and if one part of that cycle does not complete, it just keeps going and going and going. So there was one reel on player 2 that was not resetting, and that was keeping the ball from kicking out, keeping the game from doing anything. And that reel, I looked at it today, the wire had just come off. So it's 1973, and the wire had come off the switch for that reel. So that's the solder did a pretty good job holding up for all those decades to finally just come off now. But when you do get electromechanical, or any machine like that, but especially electromechanical, you really gotta be careful and check the wiring, because a lot of times those solder points are really weak, or they're really quickly done. And that's just what happened. It had too many vibrations over the time that it's been in our arcade, that it finally was enough of a vibration to knock the solder loose, and that coil, or that reel, stopped resetting. But it works now, and it'll be ready for first Friday. Right. And it's weird, like if we get those two other machines from the 30s, it's just going to be one of those, well, I mean, maybe once or twice we're going to play it, but we just want to admire how pretty they are. It's art pieces, history. It's nice. All right. I think this is almost where I want it to be. And of course, we got to change out the coil sleeve over there and clean off the coil. All right, so this part, this part can get dry lube. I'm gonna set it like this. Metal on metal, you can use dry lube. Any other combination, metal on plastic, metal on wood, whatever, you can't use anything. But metal on metal, you can use dry lube. One of the things that I hate is when I open up one of these machines that I got from somewhere, and you go to check something, and something sticky or something gooey comes off on your fingers from one of these coils. Like, who was the idiot that tried to lubricate this? Oh, I'll just put some lubrication on it. It'd be fine. No, it's not fine. All right, now I think it's put it back together time. So let me consult my photos. My photos. Come on. Okay. So this goes down below the play field. This goes like that. Right? Yes. Because it was hitting like that. So that means E-clip right here. Just be careful that you don't launch your E-clip into outer space. That there. Alright, nice and loose. And then this guy on here. Putting it all back together. There we go. Nice, nice. Did I clean this? I don't know. It doesn't hurt to clean it again, I guess. I don't know. I don't remember if I cleaned it. Oh, I gotta clean the spring. Oops. Oops. These springs are usually not supposed to be black. They're supposed to be metal colored. Rub it back and forth. Come on. Yeah, you like that, didn't you? Oh yeah, it's a nice bath. Take that. Oh, yes. Very good, Mr. Spring. Very good. All right. What do I need for the coil? I need a coil sleeve. From the good old bag of coil sleeves. All right. Go back over there. I was listening to on the road to Tucson, I was listening to my alternative hits station off Amazon. You know, I turn on alternative so I can hear stuff like Linkin Park or Blink 182 or, you know, that kind of stuff. And I'm listening to it, and I'm like, wait a minute. That freaking Running Up the Hill song was on my alternative station. Like, what? Because Stranger Things. And then I turned it off and turned it on to a different radio station on, and that was on there again. It's like, it's not even that great of a song. I'm like, come on, guys. What are we doing with that song? Don't do it too much, then I'm going to end up singing it, and I don't want to. I don't want to be running up that hill. Don't tell me what to do with the hills. Alright, this. Coil sleeve, cleaning the coil. Running out of alcohol. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Slide this out the back. Throw it in the trash. Alright, sit there. We're going to do that coil sleeve. Oh, there it is. New coil sleeve. There's a little bit of scuzz on there. Let's clean that off. There we go. I think I left all the screws up there, didn't I? Yep. Alright. That. Alright. So, that goes in there. Come here. Line up. Should I have brought the screwdriver or a nut driver? Probably. Sit there for a second while I go back over. Do-do-do-do-do. Screwing up, screwing down, screwing it all around. Alright. When I was getting that other bracket coil stop thing, I tried to look. I don't know if I might have maybe one more of them, so hopefully we don't have too many more breaks. Then I might have to actually go order one. Alright. Is that my shoulder? Shoulder? I barely even note her. Is there 4? No, there's just a 3. Okay. Usually there's 3. Okay, so that's going to sit there. So let's get the coil back on the bracket. The new bracket, or the new old bracket, anyway. Alright, so this way, coils are towards it. All new. All new. So this goes like that. Yes. This goes like that. Yes. And then these guys. It's printed on the play field the way the coil lugs go. That's is the other one labeled wrong? Is it labeled where the lugs go? I think it's just labeled where the frame goes. I don't know. Either way, it's fixed now. What am I doing? I got distracted. What? This goes on here. Silly rabbit. Give this one. I mean, it'd be kind of cool if it did it with where the actual lugs go, unless I'm not seeing it. The 2 little rectangles above the bracket, I assume, are the coil lugs. Oh! I see what you're talking about. Hold on. So these little things. Wait, then let me look at this one. Yeah, this one's completely hidden by the mechanism. But yeah, okay, now I see that now. Yes. It's pointing that out. So this will go like this. Let's get all my parts together. Ugh. How did I get all the way up here and I didn't notice that? I did not notice that on there. That's interesting. So yeah, whoever had it before me, they just put that one on wrong. And then I put it on wrong because I was just copying the way it was. Come here, you. Stop it. Stop it. Get on there, spring. You slide into there. You get this direction. Come here. There, that way. Thank you. Come on. There we go. There we go. This is one of those I probably need a couple more hands. I can do it. There we go. All right. You. Let me get one in. It's kind of in there. That stays up like that. Whew. So that is kind of cool. I mean, probably helped a lot when they're assembling it in the factory to have all those diagrams and pictures and stuff. Mechanism's working. Mechanism's free and clear. Free and clear, just like Claritin or whatever. There we go. Get it on. Get on in there. Yeah. Oh, you like that, don't you? Yeah, you do. Excuse me, my game is just getting screwed. See, this one right here, I gotta be careful not to pinch the wires, because they're so close. Here, hold on, let me undo this. Maybe that'll help. Get this stuff out of the way. This whole thing out of the way. There we go. I'll tighten that down. And then put this back on. Come here, you. Don't get screwed. There we go. Come on, go in the hole. Go in the hole. This hole. Right here. There it is. Oh. All right. Ready to go there. This one is ready to go there. Nice, nice, nice. Wire's good. Wire's good. Oh. Okay. Okay. Whew. All right, let's just do that one. I guess it's an auto launcher. I think this machine has an auto launcher. We're about to find out if this is an auto launcher. This orange one up here. And we're going to do that. And then it's just getting freaking hot and muggy in here. Why not turn the air conditioner on? Well, you know what? That'd be too easy. Sorry, I got really loud right there. Yep, it's an auto launcher. Okay. Let's hope that's not broken, because I don't know. I don't know the status of me having a fourth one of those. I might, but I don't know. But thank you again for all the wiring, just absolutely in my way. But this will be a good little experiment or experience too, because I haven't dealt with an auto launcher before, so at least I can see how they're put together. At least on Gottlieb's, I guess. Wonder what that was like the first time that happened to somebody. Whoa, it just shot the ball back out by itself. That's cool. I would have saved myself a bunch of pictures if I would have known this whole lug thing. Screws, screws, everywhere screws. Probably a lot like the sling mechanism you just did. Yeah, I know this part. I'm just talking about the actual the part that hits the ball. Yeah, I'm sure this is all the same, but all right. Let's not have a broken coil stop. That would be choice. And do not drop the screw. That would be even better. Slide out. Apparently not. We're good there. Okay. Let's take this spring off. Stick that down here. Let's take this off. Gonna get it out. Gonna take it off. Gonna put it back together. That's how dirty I get for these machines. It's like you can't wear gloves because the gloves just get all caught up and everything, and then they just get super sweaty, super fast. So you just gotta have to deal with your hands being freaking dirty. Alright, come here. Slide out. Looks like that one's not broken, so yay for small miracles. Alright, now I'm going to take this part off. Hi!
Bella_law_ghostly is now following.
Bella Lugosi. Hi, Ghostly. I get it. Bella Lugosi. That's great. Thank you for following. Bella Lugosi. There's that. I'm going to put this up here. There's that. Yeah, this is what I've never taken off of a machine before, is one of these things. The other part, yeah. How's it? I have to look more closely at it, but that Tampico, I don't think I saw a score motor in there. I'm wondering how it starts up. But we'll get there. Ooh, there's some interesting things. We'll look at this on the bench here. We might have to get some sandpaper out. I think we're going to get some sandpaper out. Let's go take it over. On the one of the other things with the Tampico, for a second, just going back to the Tampico for a second, is the guy only had part of the schematics, like one half of the schematics. Maybe even a file. Yeah, it's not too bad though. The guy on the Tampico only had like one half of the schematics. So he calls Pinball Resource to see if he can get the schematics from the guy. And Steve at Pinball Resource only had half of the schematics as well. But it just happened to be the other half of the schematics. So he was able to get a whole thing. It's like, are you sure he just didn't have the other half of the one that you had? Because how would he only have half the schematics and it's the half that you need for the machine? So that's really interesting. All right. So yeah, this part right here is a little rough, like right there. I don't think it's the part that's going to hit the ball, but I'm still just going to kind of like sand it off just a little bit. It's not going to, doesn't really need a file. It's little. It's probably just more for my aesthetics than anything. And the spring. Get some more. Gotta get some more alcohol. Oh, I actually do. I only got 2 more bottles left. I don't know how people function without 12 bottles of isopropyl alcohol. $91. 91%. Let's bring this up here. That, close that. All right, so this part is obvious. We've done that 1,000 times. I also need to get some paper towels. I'm going to zoom in on this so you're not seeing it from so far away. 99%? If they sold isopropyl alcohol at 99%, I'd get that. Maybe it's something about if it's like anything more than 91%, it just starts to eat the bottle or something like that. Maybe that's why it's 91%. I don't know. We don't want to eat the bottle. Clean this off. I'm getting through the boring part so I can get the others. They do somewhere. I just found a bottle in the bathroom the other day. Oh, really? Well, they don't at Walmart, and that's where I'm getting these. I did have the 76% or 74% or whatever the other one was. But 91% works. There we go. All right. These are the boring parts that I've seen before. This is the part I want to look at. So, first things first, I need to take a picture so I make sure I put it back together right. Secondly, there's like nine people. Hi, everybody who's just hanging out watching. You don't have to say anything, but hi. All right, so this is like a mega slingshot thing, which essentially it is. We got this nut. That's interesting. All right, so let's get this part off. Come here, you. Come here, you. E-clip. Plunger. I need a socket for that. Wonder how big it is. It is 7/16. Wow. They did not want this to come off. Understandably, but still. Alright, you go there. You slide off here. So that's the bare part. Little bit of, looks like some oxidation rust thing going on there. And then these little plastic pieces, that's, clean all that up here. All right. Just cleaning my shafts. Just getting some alcohol. Rubbing my shafts, my metal shafts, with this. Cleaning it, rubbing it, cleaning it, cleaning it. Got our 2 little forks, snake forks. Oh, you want a slingshot? Oh, I'll give you a slingshot. Double slingshot. Alright, so this one we can't do the dry lube because we have these plastic little spacery thingies. So we can't do the dry lube. We're just going to have to make sure that it's nice and clean. And you can squeeze these together and slide them out. I don't think I need to. I just need to get it clean, which means get some Q-tips. The Q-tip of the day. Brought to you by Equate, because they're not actually Q-tips. Yuck. I don't know why that was a little bit brownish rusty looking is what that was. Definitely not a color it's supposed to be in there. I don't know how much this affects the launch of the ball, but probably had to affect it somewhat. Get that. Nice, nice. Alright, where's just the smallest little piece of sandpaper, which I think I have right up here somewhere. I can't see from down here. I need to get up higher. Bro. Where did they all go? Where did they go from here? Let me go grab one over here. Again, this part really probably wouldn't affect the mechanism as much. It's annoying. I'm just going to rub it. Rub it flat. There we go. Just a little burr. Smallest little burr. You don't want it nicking the ball either, so you want to be smooth. There we go. Yeah, at least now it's not as sharp. It's smooth, it's back. I think it's good. I think it's good. Clean my plunger. And we can put it back together. Excuse me, this side actually has some actual like goop on it. Don't know what it was, but that probably slowed things down a minute. Ugh. I need another towel. I need another towel. All right. Oh, yeah. Like being dusty is one thing, but that was actually like a gooey thing on there. Alright, that looks good. Make sure that this is all nice and clean. Alright, now we put it back together. So this part goes underneath like that, which means this part goes like this. That's why you took a picture, stupid. Took a picture. Take a picture, it lasts longer. There we go. So with it up like this, up goes the other way. That goes like that. And then we screw this on. Dang it! You can go too tight, so loosen it up. Freedom of movement is what you want. Nice and free. Nice and free. Clean, clean, clean. All right. There we go. That's that. That's that. Now we are one coil sleeve away. Here we go. Back to the thing. Oh. Spring. The spring! Forgot to clean the spring. Alright. Now we can go at it. Right there. Right there. Whoop. Until I move it. I also want to clean off the playfield right there too. As much as I can. All right. So this goes like that. Oops, that's not the right size. Finding this size. All right. Put that on there. Nice. And nice. Okay, take this old sleeve out, which is remarkably not that dirty, but still garbage. New coil sleeve. Out the way. Figuring out. I figure it out. So like that. It will go like that if I can get 3 hands are better than none. 2 hands are better than some. No hands. That's what I feel like I have right now. There we go. No. come on. I followed the thingies. But I followed it backwards. It's gonna be one of those days, Margaret. Looks like I'm on the wrong side. Yeah, I am on the wrong side. Alright. Flip. Flip, 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 flip. You. Go like that. You. Go like that. There we go. There we go. I didn't need that screw. Yeah, I did. At least I know where it went. On there, so that when we're up like we're supposed to be, we're in the right spot. Let me get the other screw that I dropped. Da-da-da. That's not what I want to do. Ooh. Tighten AE. Okay, plunger comes up, washer, spring, come on guys, just go in the hole. Slide on like you're supposed to. Stay there. Come on. Go. Angles. Angles are fun. There we go. Right in there. Stay there. It's a good thing there's no wires in my way. Oh wait. Stay there. Right there. Right there. There we go. Tighten it all the way yet. Stay there. And this. Whew. Getting hot. Getting muggy. Getting hot and muggy. Mechanism works. One last screw in the most awkward place ever. There it is. There it is. Nice, 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 nice. So then what this does right here, it pretty much completes the bottom of the play field, other than working on the motor, which we're going to do in conjunction with the top. So that's going to wait anyway. Whew. Hot diggity, dog diggity, do what you do to me. Oh, giant camera in my face. Anyway, that was a thing. That was good. That was accomplishment. Talked a lot about stuff and got things done. So Cool. Where are we at? Hour and a half. That's great. That's perfect. I can go about the rest of my day. All right, so thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out. Borg Dog, thanks for chiming in and keeping me company. Bella Ghostly, thank you for following. I'll be back later with some more of this stuff. Maybe at some point we can tell you some more good news. It's supposed to be happening extremely soon. I mean, really soon. The really good news is supposed to be happening really soon. So hopefully I can tell you about it. But anyway, until then, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you're getting some, motivation to work on a pinball machine or whatever. But enjoy the rest of the day. Enjoy Twitch. Enjoy pinball streams. Enjoy life. I'm going to go home. Take care, everybody. Peace out. Goodbye. So long. Farewell.